Hi, this is Ramachandran from Online Math for All. In this video, we are going to see how to find area of a triangle using sine rule. That is, we will be using the trigonometric ratio sine to get area of a triangle. First, we will define the formula to get area of a triangle using the trigonometric ratio sine. Okay, here we have the triangle ABC. Okay, now let me consider the side of the triangle which is opposite to this vertex A. So that is BC. BC is the side which is opposite to the vertex A of this triangle. Okay, always the length of the side which is opposite to the vertex A should be assumed as lowercase a. This lowercase a is the length of the side BC. I assume the length of the side BC as lowercase a because this side is opposite to the vertex capital A. In the same way, we have to assume the length of the side AC as lowercase b because this side is opposite to the vertex B, and the length of this side AB should be assumed as lowercase c because this side is opposite to the vertex C. And also, let me consider the interior angle measure of this triangle. Since here we have vertex A, we have to assume capital A as the interior angle measure over here. And here we have to assume capital B as the interior angle measure because here we have the vertex B. And here the interior angle measure is capital C. Okay, now let me write a formula to get area of this triangle using the trigonometric ratio sine. So first I have to write 1/2 times. Now let me consider the lengths of these two sides BC and AC, that is lowercase a and lowercase b. Now I have to multiply these two lengths, lowercase a and lowercase b, and now we have to multiply the trigonometric ratio sine. Here for this trigonometric ratio sine, we have to consider the angle measure which is included by these two lengths A and B, that is capital C. So the capital C, this interior angle measure should be taken over here for this trigonometric ratio sine. So this is the formula we have to get area of this triangle ABC. And also we can define the area to get area of this triangle in other two ways. That is, let me write 1/2. Instead of taking the lengths A and B, this time I am going to take the lengths of the two sides AC and AB. That is B and C. Let me multiply these two lengths B and C. Let me multiply the trigonometric ratio sine. So this time for this trigonometric ratio sine, I have to take the angle measure which is included by these two lengths B and C, that is capital A. The capital A should be taken over here. And now we can define formula in the other way as well, that is 1/2 times. Now this time I am going to take the lengths A and C. Let me multiply them, that is 1/2 times A times C. And here we have to write the trigonometric ratio sine, and the angle measure which is included by these two lengths is capital B, that should be taken over here. So in this way we can define formula to get area of a triangle using the trigonometric ratio sine in three ways. So like based on the information given, we can use one of these formulas to get area of this triangle ABC. Okay, now let's look at an example how to get area of a triangle using one of these three formulas. Okay, now let me go to the example. Here we have a problem. There is a triangle given over here, that is triangle ABC. In the figure above, AB equals to 6 and BC equals to 8. What is the area of triangle ABC? Okay, the length of AB is given, that is 6, and the length of BC is given, that is 8. Angle measure between the side AB and BC is given, it's 60 degrees. And we have to find the area of this triangle ABC. Okay, as I explained earlier, the length of the side which is opposite to the vertex A should be assumed as lowercase a. Let me write it over here. And the length of the side which is opposite to the vertex B, we have to assume the length as lowercase b. And for this side which is opposite to the vertex capital C, we have to assume the length as lowercase c. Okay, here we have the value of lowercase a and lowercase c, and the included angle of this lowercase a and lowercase c is 60 degrees. This is the angle measure of a capital B. Okay, so here I can write the formula to get area of the triangle using the trigonometric ratio sine, that is 1/2 times. I have to consider the given lengths A and C. Then we have A times C. Then we have to write the trigonometric ratio sine. And for this trigonometric ratio sine, we have to consider the angle measure which is included by these two lengths A and C. That is clearly capital B. Okay, now let me plug in the value for A. The value of A is 8 and the value of C is 6. And sine, the value of B is the angle measure of the vertex B, that is 60 degrees. Okay, so here 2 goes into 2 1 times and 2 goes into 8 4 times. Okay, here when I multiply is 1, 4 and 6, that is 1 times 4 is 4, 4 times 6 is 24. and we can get the value of this sine 60 degree using a unit circle. Actually 60 degree is a special angle, so the value of sine 60 degree is square root of 3 over 2. Okay, here 2 goes into 2 1 times and 2 goes into 24 12 times, and we get 12 times square root of 3. So therefore the area of this triangle ABC is 12 times square root of 3 square units. We find this 12 times square root of 3 in answer choice B. The correct answer choice for this question is B.